I am King and welcome to Practical and Intuitive Management. In this series, we'll be talking about simplifying work, and our topic for today is rethinking organizational structure. How a company is structured is often a significant driver of complexity. An organizational structural design often affects how people get work done, how goals are set, how decisions are made, how communications flow, and how a degree of control influences accountability and autonomy. The traditional 20th century organization structure has a few probably recognizable characteristics. First, decisions are made at the top of the organization. Second, to enable top-line decision making, leaders constantly require status reports and data. Third, leaders control performance by establishing strict processes, policies, role definitions, and performance expectations. Middle managers are installed with budgets to manage the execution of the front line. Frontline employees follow instructions, adhering to established processes and rules. Information is shared on a need-to-know basis. And finally, engagement with other groups needs to funnel through management. This 20th century approach to organizational design led to a number of harmful implications. First, it breeds reactionary, instruction-following workforce. Second, thinking is discouraged as focus is following on predetermined processes and rules and adhering to it. Third, decision-making is slow due to multiple approval processes. Fourth, innovation is low as multiple rejections crush willingness to even try. Fifth, there is a heightened sense of anxiety due to success being determined by performance review of the manager. Sixth, focus shifts to getting through the day and the week, not on delivering output. Seventh, the distance between the frontliner and the manager is large. Coupled with high-level reporting, this results in optimal decision-making and missed customer opportunities. Eighth, it breeds a highly political environment as everyone is vying for more power. And ninth, it creates manager roles that do not add any value. I'm sure that everyone who has worked for an organization has their own stories for how these characteristics have come to life for them. One of the challenges to traditional approach of organizational design is that there is no focus on simplification. On the other side, the most common organizational structure that most large businesses have today is called a matrix. This structure is common because it caters to complex organizations that have multiple units operating around the world. The challenge with matrix organizations is that people get lost in the web of functions, product groups, customer segments, and geographies. They become territorial with their resources and talents, not willing to share them with other parts of the businesses that may need them. On the bright side, companies are starting to explore new ways of operating that are counter to traditional models of working. Instead of assuming that people cannot be trusted and therefore need to be controlled, the emerging designs serve to liberate the intelligence of their people by empowering them with the autonomy to work, decide, and execute as they see fit. This autonomous team structure, otherwise referred to as agile organization or HOLACRACY, is getting more and more attention. An increasing number of organizations, both small and large, are taking steps to move to this progressive structural design. The major difference from the traditional model that this relatively new organization structure include: one is clarity from the top. Vision, mission, and strategy are set clearly by leadership. Key opportunities are distilled and translated into prioritized set of initiatives that are allocated to the appropriated team to pursue. Second is removal of layers of management. Vertical reporting lines are removed and replaced by pods of teams. Layers of management are stripped out, which better connects leadership from the front line and generally improves communication flow. Category pods. Pods are established for each particular product, service, or market. Within each pod are a number of small teams that work on a particular opportunity. Fourth, small autonomous teams that are focused on a particular opportunity or project. Each team determines how a particular problem is solved, how to make decisions, when to execute, and how to incorporate lessons learned. Sixth, coordinating nodes. Teams are coordinated through ongoing formal or informal check-ins of various sorts within coordinating groups or nodes. Seventh, managers become coaches. Traditional managers are deployed as coaches, and their role is to enable effective teaming, mitigate conflict, and provide feedback and coaching. Visually, this progressive and more simplified structure can look like this. There are many ways of bringing to life the core principles of an agile organization for a particular company. The agile organization or HOLACRACY should not be blindly rolled out without careful consideration of a company's strategic context. It should be adjusted to specific needs of each company. A few critical elements of the new organizational model serve to liberate innovation and productivity while ensuring ongoing tight strategic alignment and operational efficiency. First is strategic clarity. Organizational strategy is distilled into 1 to 3 strategic priorities. This focus ensures that all initiatives and opportunities stay in line with it, reducing the risk of initiative overflow. Second is strong and clear values from the top. Leaders set the clear operating parameters by establishing and enforcing a strong mission and values. This provides the guiding light for how employees should behave, collaborate, execute, and learn in the simplified open structure. Third is information transparency. There should be a constant stream of strategic insight, including customer trends, competitive moves, and new technology developments that can be readily accessed by anyone in the organization. This enables ongoing prioritization and strategic decision-making and fuels innovation. Fourth is careful recruitment and training. Not all thrive in a small, autonomous team environment. Some prefer defined roles and responsibilities and processes they can follow. Thus, recruiting the right people becomes essential. The ability and desire to team effectively must be increasingly emphasized in the recruiting process. Also, training programs should be designed and in place to further strengthen how to effectively build relationships, collaborate, and innovate in team settings. Fifth is performance management that recognizes team output. People should be recognized based on their team's output, thereby incentivizing effective teaming versus traditional focus on purely individual contributions. Sixth is redesigned career path. Junior employees, especially millennials, desire a lot of feedback and want to know that they are progressing in their career. So, a clear career path plays an important role. In the small autonomous team structure, team members progress in their level of seniority based on their contributions to the team. Their development is accelerated through the autonomy they have to try new things, innovate, and learn from mistake. There is also a lot of cross-pollination across team members and additional development from the floating coaches. Human beings do not thrive in controlling environment. With a clear mission and values, humans should be trusted to think, create, and execute. Leaders who take this approach will find that performance is stronger in this organizational condition versus the traditional controlling approach. A good analogy for this modern structure is found in societal structure. Compare the productive output of countries that have freedom versus those that don't. Compare the output of the USSR with countries like Sweden, Germany, the United States, and New Zealand, where people are free to live, discover, and create as they see fit. Life-enhancing inventions emerge like Skype, the iPhone, and merino wool shoes. In a controlling environment, a ceiling is created on what can be produced. Thinking, innovation, and discovery are prohibited, so creative potential is squandered. With a clear set of rules or laws in place and a clear vision, free people can do amazing things. Organization designers' top priority needs to be enabling and encouraging the best thinking from the people. Technology will increasingly take over all repeatable and rule-based work. So the time is right to simplify organization, strip out bureaucracy, and set the intelligence of people free.